Okay, we have the week number 8 Trash Mouth Fantasy Football Podcast winner. And I can honestly say in the 27-year history of this league, by far, this is probably one of the top 2 records of all time that might never be broken again. This is uncharted territory. Bengali Bombers, count them on one hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. 5 straight weeks with the most points. Co-winner is Will, but the record still now belongs to the Bengali Bombers, pushing out the end zone freaks. Bengali Bombers, it's all yours.
Well put, Dave. Well put. And it is one of those records that will be tough to, although they say all records are made to be broken. But look, from my perspective, I'm not done yet. We might make this record a bit larger so that it's never broken. But thanks again for the Gin and Tonic and Tracy and the crew and all their help. It's been good visiting the last 5 weeks, and we'll keep it going.
Okay, there you go. Perfectly said. And we actually have a video clip for all those people at home, and obviously this is a adult family show. If kids are watching, this might be the time of listening to walk away from the video. This is the portion of the show. We have a special guest, and he's going to give us a little tutorial. Hold on, look.
You lovely people on Drinks Tube, I have the pleasure and honour of showing you my version of the very most perfect gin and tonic. It's a passion of mine. It's beautiful in summer. It's refreshing.
How to make a gin and tonic. Tell us all about it, Deval. Drink it up.
That looks amazing. That looks good.
First up,
I gotta have a sip of that. It's awesome. Good stuff.
All right, that's going on in the background. If anybody's listening in on how to make a gin and tonic, it's very popular in the podcast waiting room, as you all have heard over the last 5 weeks. All right, Bengali Bombers, Week 8 podcast winner again for the 5th straight week. Margin of victory versus the G-Men, 50 points. The most you've ever scored margin of victory versus the G-Men. What are your thoughts about that?
Let's move to the next question, Dave. I was discussing. Move on.
All right, skipping the next question. All right, Bengali Bombers, you ended the G-Men streak of 32 straight weeks of not allowing the most points for the week. G-Men had that going for 32 weeks in a row. What are your thoughts about that, ending that streak?
All right, I guess I'll have a response because you're going to keep going until you get one. So, as I've said many times before, the G-Men, they don't battle in this league. Haven't won anything, don't have any records. It's just a sad situation, just like the real New York football Giants. The other G-Men, both G-Men are struggling, and there's no way out for them. It's just a spiraling tornado that just keeps going down and down and down, and man, it must be tough being in the basement like that.
Yes, G-Men is going to have to figure out to get back on track. 2 tough losses. All right, Bengali Bombers, we're moving forward now to Week 9. You're going up against the 6-shooters, always a tough opponent from the East Division. What do you have to do to slow down Todd Gurley? And we have an ultimate matchup, the Buccaneers at the Panthers. Fitzmagic versus Cam.
Well, look, Todd Gurley just stops himself, at the 8-yard line when he can get more points. So I don't have to come up with a strategy to stop him. Let him score his points, and then he'll stop himself. So it's going to be a good battle. Sal's always a good opponent, and he's always ready. He's going to try to block Cam, but, good luck with that because we're going to DJ Moore all week this week. I already put in a call to Cam, talked to him about it. We're going to try to stay away from 20, it's going to be Olsen, but other times in the end zone, it's going to be other people. So, it's more effective when I have direct conversations with the players on the team. But Sal's a tough opponent, and I'm looking forward to it.
All right. Bengali Bombers, it's that time, which I'm sure you're all familiar with, since you're like practically a permanent member on this show. And obviously you have to score the most points to kick the Bengali Bombers off the show, and not many GMs have been able to do it. What's the parting shots? What do you have to say this week's episode of the parting shots by the Bengali Bombers?
It's amazing, right? It's getting pretty tiring. I mean, I think how many shots can you take? This is week number 5 in a row. We'll put up a good fight, but everybody else just didn't show up and couldn't compete. Some people got a little bit close, but it wasn't really even that close. I mean, last night going into it, being down, 19 some odd points and having James White and Gostkowski, the team is just loaded. I had Derek Carr, who had 24 points on the bench. I mean, it's unbelievable. We're clicking on all cylinders. There is no competition in the league for the Bombers. And
are you saying there's no competition? There's none at all?
I mean, 5 weeks in a row, and what competition have you seen, Dave? Are you seeing something that I'm not? It's when my team is so loaded and keeps on going and ticking and going, nobody's been able to stop the freight train. It's ridiculous, and people have tried, and they've gotten, maybe within 100 yards of my train, but then they fall back. So, yeah, there is no competition. Everybody's in the rearview mirror.
All right, Bengali Bombers, that sounds confidence oozing out of that New Jersey area. Bengali Bombers, we have a Facebook question from Jeremy in St. Louis, Missouri. Now, remember that St. Louis, Missouri area. Jeremy wants to know, who is the favorite Bengali Bomber player of all time for you?
So that's going back to, that team now resides in La La Land. But the Rams, I mean, there were some good players out there. It's a toss-up between a bunch of players. There's been good running backs there. When Kurt Warner was there, he was going nuts.
Yeah, like a Marshall Faulk, maybe?
Yeah, Marshall's another one. Yeah, he was on the Bombers. He's a former Bomber, and he was unbelievable, and the production out of him was crazy. But now, see, the difference is that, all teams have 1 or 2 home run hitters, but the Bombers this year are loaded, stacked. It's unbelievable. Getting points from everywhere. I'm looking, it kind of reminds me of 2010 a little bit, but it's all over the place, and everybody's scoring. It's ridiculous. I'm loaded.
All right, there it is. The Bombers telling us a little bit about his favorite past players in past seasons. All right, Bengali Bombers, you got the bonus edition of the Trash Mouth podcast show for week number 8. Just to send out another friendly reminder to all GMs and anybody listening out there in the fantasy football world, what does it take to get on the show?
It's very simple, Dave. First of all, they have to try and make an effort, because for the last 5 weeks, it seems like people haven't even tried or made an effort. Secondly, more importantly, you have to score the most points out of all 8 GMs to be on the podcast. Simple.
Okay, there it is. Bengali Bombers bonus edition. He gets the most time, well-deserved, 5 weeks in a row. This concludes the Week 8 2018 podcast show. On behalf of the entire staff, including Tracy, Beth, the drivers, we congratulate you on your 5 weeks in a row, most points for the week.